Elon Musk. People don't realize what's coming. In an interview with the Lex Friedman podcast, the host posed a question of civilization. Musk replied by saying that other civilizations have existed elsewhere in the universe but have never been able to become interplanetary. Musk is often asked about the existence of intelligent extraterrestrial beings, and he always replied that in all likelihood, other civilizations existed somewhere in the outer universe. In another interview, Elon Musk was asked if other civilizations could exist on other planets. His answer stunned everyone, because he said that becoming an interplanetary species has its own unique difficulties, and therefore other civilizations can also exist, and we humans are yet to experience their existence. Let's dive into the video. Welcome to Just Tech, and watch the video till the end. The universe appears to be 13.8 billion years old, whereas our planet Earth is 4.5 billion years old. In another half billion years or so, the sun will expand and probably evaporate the oceans and make life impossible on Earth, which means that if it takes 10% longer to evolve, it will leave no traces of living beings on the Earth. And I wonder how many one-planet civilizations are out there in the cosmos that never made it to the other planet and ultimately extinguished themselves or were destroyed by external factors. Probably a few. Earth is the home we stay. Us on it, everyone you love. Everyone you know, everyone you've ever heard of. Every zone, including human beings who lived out their lives. There is no hint that help will come from elsewhere to save us from ourselves, and the Earth is the only world known so far to harbor and nurture life. As of now, no revelations have been made on having another life on some other planet. However, the fact is not true. In the mode of dust suspended in a sunbeam, our planet is a lonely speck in the great enveloping cosmic dark in our obscurity in all this vastness. What killed the dinosaurs? Well, it wasn't just one thing. It was like a whole bunch of things happened in a row. If counting could be, then it would be majorly three things that happened for their absence. Mainly about the species, there have been some real doozies of massive meteors and supervolcanoes. The continents moved everywhere, and the Earth's been a snowball and super hot. And these could be the reasons why dinosaurs disappeared from the Earth permanently. That is why we should be concerned about demographic implosion. So if you look at countries like Japan, most of Europe, China, and the birth rates, a lot of those places are only at about half of the sustaining rates when you have an inverted demographic pyramid. So if you like to look at the department, you've got aged creation, 60-year-olds, 50-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 20-year-olds, sort of a demographic pyramid, right? In some countries, it's an upside-down pyramid. Hence, it's a fallen-over condition, and it will not stand. Until recently, and now it's, you've got cases like Japan, where adult diapers outsell baby diapers. Europe's in a similar situation, while China is headed the same way, because, they've had a one-child policy, even though they've relieved it. There are two fundamental paths. History will bifurcate along two directions, and one path is we stay on Earth forever, and then there will be some eventual extinction event. No one has an immediate doomsday prophecy, but eventually, history suggests there will be some juicy event. What we'll have in those countries is a very high dependency ratio, where the number of retired people is very high relative to the number of net producers. So you cannot have a social safety net. That will not hold. We didn't evolve for this, because we constantly evolved to procreate, and it wasn't birth control or anything, right? Just like, how about babies? The social norm had become to have an average of one kid, so even when they relieved that requirement, it didn't change you. Could you imagine that people were going to say, well, what about immigration? It's like there are 1.5 billion people in China. Where is China going to get 700 million new people? Okay, that's like 3 Indonesias. It's like, this doesn't work. The full gravity of this will. It's poorly understood, but will become a severe sphere issue in the next few decades. So civilization here on Earth could end with a bang or a whimper. Still, it could also be like a whole series of things. Well, take a moment to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for regular updates. Also, like and share. Why must we build a city on Mars with 1 million people? It's essential to have an inspiring and appealing future, as there have been reasons that you get up in the morning and want to live. If you look at the progress in space in 1969, we were able to send somebody to the moon, then we had the space shuttle that could only take people to low Earth orbit. The space shuttle retired, and the United States could take no one to orbit, but that trend is like nothing. If you look at great civilizations like ancient Egypt, they can make pyramids. They forgot how to do that, and the Romans built these incredible aqueducts. They forgot how to do it. Do you think there's a meaning to life? Suppose you read the geological history of Earth. In that case, it's very long and complicated. Then there have been so many extinction events, unlike a few galactic timescales. Even with sublight travel, you could colonize the whole galaxy. Even some neighboring galaxies could colonize the galaxy in 1,000,000 years. Absolutely, the entire galaxy. And when they think that technology just automatically improves it, in contrast, it does not automatically improve. It only improves when many people work very hard to improve it, and it will degrade by itself. A multi-planet species and being out there among the stars is essential for humanity's long-term survival, and that's one reason for life insurance, for life collectively as we know it. But then the most motivating part is creating a sense of adventure, and it excites people about the future. Consider two futures, one where we are forever confined to the Earth. Do you think there's a meaning to life? Well, arguably, the meaning of life is to understand the nature of the universe and figure out what the meaning of life is, so we don't know the right questions to ask. And if we learn more about the universe and expand the scope and scale of consciousness, then we can better ask the questions about the answer. That is the invoice. Eventually, something terrible happens, or another future where we are on many planets, maybe even going beyond the solar system. That second version is fascinating and inspiring. There must be reasons to get up in the morning, and you know life can't just be about solving problems. Otherwise, what's the point? The value of beauty and inspiration is very much underrated, no doubt. Still, we want to be clear that we are not trying to be anyone's savior and are not just trying to think about the future and not be sad. In addition to needing shelter, a self-sustaining Martian city would also need a way to grow and produce food. In all speculation about the future of the Mars colony, Musk has stated that we can transport animals and plants to the planet with us, and their survivability is contingent on our ability to build facilities that can also accommodate non-human life. This poses some of the same questions as building a shelter. Where will these facilities be built, and with what materials? We could also propagate and breed any plants and animals brought to the planet, assuming they survived the journey from the Earth. However, we would also have to create a sustainable way to farm with the materials on Mars. At the same time, a large amount of life could contribute to oxygen levels, the sheer amount needed to support plants and animals and human life, which is quite sizable. In 2015, Elon Musk proposed dropping nuclear weapons above the poles to melt the ice on Mars. However, a 2018 study published by a NASA scientist in the Nature Astronomy journal indicated that there wasn't enough carbon dioxide on the planet to increase the atmospheric pressure to a livable amount. Additionally, we need more technology to make terraforming possible. However, this doesn't mean we will always lack proper, reliable technology. A few years ago, Musk still planned to send people to Mars. Discoveries and engineering advancements could get us closer to answering these sustainability questions. For now, we are at the end of the video. And also, stay tuned. And if you like this video, follow our channel for more exciting updates on Elon Musk. See you in the next upcoming video.